Hello, thank you for joining me for another installment of You and Me and OWC. My name is Shane and I'll be your host. This month, OWC was pleased to have the Canteen Cuties visit our transitional program. The Canteen Cuties, owned by Heather and Kimberly, have a food truck that delivers lunch daily. Heather and Kimberly partnered with Mid-State Arc in together developing a business plan. In addition to telling our participants about developing their brand, some staff were lucky enough to order lunch. Yummy!
But yeah, at least they have salad.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Hi. Hey, what's going on?
Matthew, our field correspondent, will visit the Miracle Field located in Vernon, Connecticut. Matthew will interview attorney Steve Leibowitz, who is also on OWC Board of Directors. Steve, along with his wife, Laurel, led the invitation to bring Miracle Field to Vernon.
Hello, my name is Matthew. Thank you for joining me on another broadcast of You and Me and OWC. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Steve Leibowitz of the law firm Pugh, Chick, Leibowitz and Blizzard. Steve also sits on the board of directors for OWC. For 30 years, Steve has coached Challenger Baseball. Steve also, along with his wife Laurel, are co-advocates in bringing the Miracle League of Northern Connecticut to Vernon. Steve also serves as president and coach of the Northern Connecticut Miracle League. Good morning, Steve. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, Matt.
Thank you. What is a Miracle League field?
A Miracle League field is a low-turf, barrier-free field that you can play baseball, lacrosse, and soccer on. And it's wheelchair-friendly and also walker-friendly. So it's a field for everybody.
Okay, where is the Miracle League of Northern Connecticut located, and what sports are offered there?
Miracle Field is located at the Northeast School in Vernon, and currently we play soccer, lacrosse, and baseball on the Miracle Field.
Ah, is the Miracle Field only for young athletes?
It's not for young athletes. It's for any athletes or adults. Currently, our programs are for athletes under 18. But starting in the spring, we're going to offer adult baseball and maybe some other events like kickball. You know, it's a field for everybody, and, you know, we're hoping disabled veterans will play on it at some point.
Yes.
And so we're really looking forward to bringing back some of our adult alumni from our Challenger program to play baseball next year.
Yeah. All right. How many athletes will have access to the Miracle Field of Northern Connecticut?
Well, it's a Northern Connecticut Miracle Field, even though we are based in Vernon. So, you know, thousands of athletes will have the ability to play on this field. We figure our demographic is anywhere from Enfield to the Rhode Island border, north of Hartford. And currently our soccer program draws players. We have 30 players from 6 different communities.
Ooh. All right. Are there other Miracle League fields in Connecticut?
There are 2 other in Connecticut. There's one in East Lyme, and then one is in West Hartford, so we're the 3rd. And there's probably about 250, 270 Miracle League fields nationwide.
Wow, that's a whole lot.
Yep.
Can you speak about any upcoming events or structured sporting activities?
Yep, our upcoming events is we're playing soccer now. Lacrosse is starting up this fall. Tomorrow is actually our ribbon cutting, so we have an event from a ribbon cutting. Then, you know, we'll be going dormant in the winter, and then coming back in the spring with baseball, Challenger baseball, and also adult baseball.
How can loved ones sign up their athletes for sporting events?
Our events where I'm sponsored, our soccer programs sponsored through the Vernon Soccer Club. Our baseball will be through the Vernon Baseball League, their Challenger Baseball Division. Lacrosse is through Vernon Lacrosse. In addition, we're starting a gymnastics program at Tri-Town Gymnastics. You can sign up on their website. Also in the winter, not on this field, of course, but in the winter we'll have special needs bowling at Vernon Lanes also.
Oh, All right. What inspired you and your wife Laurel to partner with young athletes who have disabilities?
Well, people have asked, that's a real good question, Matt. People have asked that question before, and my wife Laurel had a brother who had Down syndrome, who passed away in 1968 when he was 3 years old.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, thank you. And so my wife has devoted her life to special needs. We've been dating since, 44 years, since I was 18 and she was 17, married 40 years. And so we have a special place in our heart for special needs athletes. And we wanted a field where the athletes can call their own, where it's their field, it's barrier-free. They can come out here and have fun. And we had our first athlete play soccer on Saturday using a walker. And again, no problem getting along on the field because it's low turf and it's sand-based. So, there's no restrictions to anyone with any sort of disability, physical, on this field.
No. How can community members support the Miracle Field of Northern Connecticut?
Well, they can support us we're always accepting donations. So we're continuing to raise money. In about 12 years, we'll have to replace the turf on the field at a cost of about $250,000. So we're going to continue to have fun. We're going to continue to have fundraisers. We have an annual golf tournament. We have a wine tasting gala. We do a breakfast with Santa Glen in Tolland. We're also running a brick fundraiser between now and this Friday to raise money for the field. So we're always accepting donations, or we will have annual events to continue to raise money for this beautiful field in order to do a replacement in 12 years.
Nice. All right. Would you like to let our viewers know anything else about the Miracle Field of Northern Connecticut?
Absolutely. Well, we're excited. It's, as we said, it's a field for everybody. It's a field for all, special needs athletes and non-special needs athletes throughout Northern Connecticut. We love our location right here on Route 30. Vernon has been an amazing partner to us. They helped us in many different ways, and that's where we are located. But it is a Northern Connecticut field. So we're hoping, through shows like this, we can reach out to athletes throughout Connecticut, throughout Northern Connecticut, to be able to enjoy this beautiful field.
Steve, it was a pleasure speaking with you today and learning more about the Miracle Field of Northern Connecticut. See you at the bases.
Absolutely, Matt. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lastly, we will take a tour of our GSE program visiting staff and individuals as we ramped up production for this year Garlic Fest celebration, its 18th year during the weekend of October 7th and 8th in Bethlehem, Connecticut. OWC handmade craft will also be featured at the New England Christmas Festival at the Mohegan Sun on November 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Hello. What are you guys working on?
I'm working on a tea scale.
Yeah. What are you doing to it? You cleaning it up?
Getting the body off. Look at this.
Nice job. Nice job, Justin. You sand that down? Nice. Are you sanding that down?
Yeah.
Nice. What are you working on, Julio?
I
think Julio's sanding. You're sanding?
Yeah.
All right.
I know he wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, Tessa, what are you working on?
A Christmas tree.
A fancy Christmas tree.
It's actually called a rag tree.
A rag.
A rag tree?
Mm-hmm.
This was with fabric.
Oh.
How many pieces of fabric is on one rag tree, Tessa?
60.
That's right.
60.
There's 10 10-inch pieces, 10 9, 10 8, 10 7, 10 6, and 10 5.
Oh, that's cool.
The wood shop cuts the bases, the dowels, and the stars.
Why don't you get footage of that before it turns into that? Cool.
It is cool.
Here's some more rag trees that are already done. Some of them have bells. I have more waiting to have bells put on them.
Oh, nice.
All different patterns. Yep.
Those are cute. The coasters.
Yeah, over here we have coasters, if you want to hand one to me. It's a set of 4. This is something also that Tessa worked on, made with tiles and cardstock and Mod Podge. And then on the back is felt.
To keep it in place.
Yep. To keep, well, you know, and so you don't scratch the surface of, you know, like your wood surface or whatever you're putting it on. So those, we've made many sets of those.
And these are the garlic?
Yep, this is for, we have a garlic festival that we're going to, craft show. And Dan has made these. These are smaller ones that they're going to sell at our booth. And then these were commissioned to a gentleman that I guess wanted these made last year as well. And so we made another 20 of these this year. And then Dan also made the tags. It just says Annual Garlic Festival, Bethlehem, Connecticut.
Nice.
Yeah, and these are all made out of Fimo clay.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. And just get the tree. There we go.
So these are our wooden trees. We have several different sizes. This is one of the largest sizes. And then, so the wood shop builds them. And then they come in here and we paint them. We also have a few Barbie themed trees.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all sold in the gift shop, and then they'll also be bringing these to not only the Garlic Festival, but Mohegan Sun, which is having a big Christmas craft fair.
Okay.
So Lauren, would you like to explain what you're making, please?
A blanket, and the wrapping is a little difficult, but I managed to master that.
And what is this called?
That Afghan, a loom.
A loom, yeah.
And, well, you kind of saw what I was doing. So,
And this is going to be a full-size blanket,
yes.
or Afghan.
Yeah.
And as she makes it, she's got to pull it out of the loom.
Well,
So this is the first color. Now she's working on the pink, the dark pink.
Well, actually, it's 2 colors in one. Cause,
Well, yeah, it's like a multi white color,
right.
off-white color.
Yeah.
And then she has the dark pink, and then she's going to go to a light pink, and then it'll be really pretty when it's done. This is actually like a wool yarn.
Oh, very nice,
Yep.
Lauren.
And I have.
This is all the yarn she is going to be using in that blanket. That's how
Yes.
big it's going to be.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of yarn.
Yep.
Yes. I could.
So it's going to go from this white color to this dark color to pink, back to the white. So it's going to be really pretty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It's gonna be very nice.
Yep.
Good job, Lauren.
Thank you to all who were involved in making today's program. I'd like to invite the rest of our team behind the scenes to say farewell. Everybody, come on up, everybody. This is the OWC team, everybody. Oh, we got someone else. Yay. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time, folks. Welcome.
Before we get started, we're going to ask Miracle League athlete Matthew Scully, who's going to perform our national anthem, accompanied by Rockville High School bands and the Connecticut Army National Guard. So if y'all could please rise, and I'll turn the mic over to Matthew.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous nights for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave through the